Good morning, everybody. It's me, Teresa Perrin, and this is my stock market watch list for Tuesday, November 22nd, 2022. Please remember, nothing I say is financial advice, and always do your own DD. Guys, the futures are green, and that feels so good to say because it feels like it's been a while. Oil is also up today. Let's get started. If you stayed to the end of this video, I will be showing you the biggest gainers, the biggest losers, as well as the stocks with the most amount of volume. Please remember to smash that like button. I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, let's start with DraftKings. So DraftKings yesterday had a pretty big decline, as you can see by these two big red candles, and that was because their system got hacked and people's money got stolen from their accounts. So guys, DraftKings generally actually has a very good week on Thanksgiving and seasonally due to football and, of course, online gambling. They go together. So, guys, I'm looking for a rebound play in DraftKings potentially today if no more bad news comes out. SoFi. Okay. SoFi dumped yesterday as well on questions of their involvement in crypto, but they came out and said they had no direct exposure to FTX. So I am looking for a rebound as that was at the end of day. And as you can see, it's up 1% in pre-market and it's right at that 1348 crossover. GFI. All right, guys, gold is hopping again. So this is one that I like because it can move very quickly. So GFI is my watch for gold. VORB. Guys, this has been kind of interesting. I'm not sure if it's going to continue to consolidate or potentially get a breakout, but it is making higher highs and lower lows and is up 7 cents or 2.37% in the after hours. So keep an eye on VORB today. This is also a very heavily shorted stock with great earnings. Figs. All right. So Figs has been beat down bad, guys. And this is a company that nurses love to order from and nursing students. And it's just going to be an absolute banger, in my honest opinion. I think with the holiday season, it's going to make a lot of money because nurses want scrubs and new shoes and all that other good stuff. So guys, keep an eye on Figs because I think it may have found its bottom and be starting to rebound to the upside. Again, don't get married to a play, but that's just my personal take on it, and I think it's worth eyeing. Apron. All right, we have seen a turnaround in Apron today, and it's starting to move to the upside. Guys, I'm looking for a continuation in this. It's been beat down pretty hard, and there's a catalyst coming for next Wednesday. DLO. This, guys, has been very interesting as well. It got beaten down on the Hindenburg report. It was up very nice. Congrats to anybody that saw my video yesterday and got in on this play. It was a very nice move. I'm looking for a continuation to the move up. MMAT and MMTLP. I really don't think that this needs much explanation. I'm just looking for a continuation. Does MMAT get a possible pullback? I know it has a tendency to only run for a day or two. This may be a different situation. Let's see if it continues its move up. MMTLP. That S1's definitely effective, and I think that good things are coming. Check out my video on that if you haven't already. Cause M. All right, this has been an interesting play that I said I personally am not touching. Have to be honest, I'm kind of considering it now. Should have considered it when I told you at 8 cents. But it's a bankruptcy play, and I know how these end, and it's usually not well. So if you do play this, I think there is more potential to the upside. Potentially could get a slight pullback at market open, followed by its next leg up. I don't think it's healthy for a stock to continue going straight up without any breaks, guys. So don't be surprised if you see that. Plus, I know people are taking profits at the 20-cent level. There's been people who've been in this since 8, 15 cents, whatever the case may be. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a lot, but depending on how much money you've had invested in this, that 12 cents, potentially has 2.5 times your play. So, anyways, definitely worth keeping on the radar. That's COSM. Okay, there's a few stocks that I'm going to be talking about right now. First Wave Bio is one of them, and they are up in pre-market on a report of a private placement. BFRI, I just want to mention this real quick. I didn't do a screenshot, I don't think. It's up to 105 in pre-market on a launch of a phase 3 clinical study evaluating Emeluz PDT for the treatment of actinitic keratosis on the extremities, neck, and trunk. And eSports Group GMBL. I don't think I did a screenshot of this as well, but keep an eye on this if DraftKings starts moving up, because I think it kind of is following that pattern, and this has been beat down really hard, but it can move quickly. So worth keeping an eye on. Oh, and here I did do the screenshot of FWBI. At time I took this picture, it was up 16.71% in pre-market. Guys, this is another one that has a very tiny float, so it can move very quickly. Recent letter to the shareholders. I just think that it's been beat down for a very long time. Has it found its bottom? I don't know, but it's definitely worth keeping on your radar. ONCS, guys, this is jumping in pre-market. It went all the way up to like 670 something. But at the time I took this picture, it was at $6.06. I think it's higher now. Not quite sure what is causing this to run. There's no new recent news. I think potentially a short squeeze is happening, so keep an eye on that. GOCO. Guys, GOCO had some strange stuff going on this morning in Webull. They had like only 5 shares traded and they had it down $1 in pre-market, but I didn't see that on other, sites. Like, it's not showing when I look at Fidelity. It's not showing when I look at Ameritrade. It's not showing even on Webull. So not quite sure what's up with that. But keep an eye on this today because it's been moving. As you can see, it's up 40% in the past week. This is a play that I've been watching for a long time. Didn't realize the reverse split was happening, but it did. And it brought it down initially, but it found its bottom and it seems to be recovering nicely. So let's see what happens with this one today. BBBY. All right, I'm calling this out because they did some restructuring of notes that was announced yesterday, and it didn't make much of a move, but I think it's worth keeping on your radar because it's very heavily shorted, very heavily beat down, and I think any good news could potentially send this to the upside. Again, market conditions prevailing, of course. Dave. All right, guys, this is up 11% in pre-market. It was up again yesterday. Has it found its bottom and is it starting to recover? I definitely think the stock is worth a lot more than 35 cents a share. It is a bank stock. So this is an opportunity in my opinion. But guys, of course, is the reverse split on the table? That's a whole other question that I'm not sure where it stands. Maybe worth looking into over the weekend. Home Depot. All right, guys, this stock is moving up very beautifully. It's up 4.09% in the past week. I want to see it break through 318.50. If it does, I think it has some room to make some big moves. So keep this on your radar. Zoom had earnings yesterday. They beat but had mixed guidance, so they actually are down. The stock has been beaten up very, very badly. I would look for a potential rebound rally in Zoom today, so it's on my radar. Upstart. Okay, guys, this one is moving up in pre-market. This is another one that's been beat down very badly. I believe at one time the stock was trading over $300. Yes, that's correct, and it's currently at $18.99. Lovely. So I'm sorry for anybody who held on to that one. It's certainly been beat down, but anyone that hasn't, this could be quite an opportunity if recovery starts. Halliburton. All right, with gas and oil plays up today, I would keep an eye on Hal, Oxy, XOM, PBR, all the usuals, guys, because I do think they're going to continue moving to the upside. Oil went down to like $75 a barrel, so I think it hit its low again and is going to start moving up. Macy's. All right, this is a traditional Black Friday play, guys, so keep your eye on Macy's this week and throughout the holiday season. It had great earnings as well, and I think it has room to move. Kohl's, same thing. These retailers, and Kohl's is in an interesting area. I want to see it break through the green candle that's popping out down towards the bottom of the chart. Once it gets through that level, you can see there is a lot of room to run, which is why I'm showing you the 1-year chart on Kohl's. All right, Ross, similar situation. I want to see Ross break through this 115.90. Guys, this is getting like a massive breakout once it went through 52-week highs. As you can see, it's up 15.85% in the past week. It had excellent earnings. It is certainly worth keeping on your watch list. CocaCola. There was a lot of insider buying going on. Not insider buying, excuse me. Dark pool trading going on in CocaCola. Not quite sure why, because it's a staple and it's not usually a stock that gets a lot of action. So that tells me that something's cooking and it's definitely worth watching. CSCO. All right, guys, this is one that there's a lot of options coming into calls on this play. Keep an eye on CSCO for some big moves to the upside. They had great earnings and they've been moving up, as you can see, in a red market. So definitely worth keeping on your radar for a continuation of this move up. Dell had earnings yesterday as well. Again, they beat but had mixed guidance, which, unfortunately did not help the situation. However, I do think Dell is another stock that could potentially make some moves today. So keep it on your radar, guys. AVCT. AVCT had some weird movement going on in pre-market. They were pulled down like another 4 cents. Then it shot up suddenly, got called out on the scanner. I'd keep an eye on this today. Maybe it's going to make some nice moves. Hellbiz. All right, guys, this is my play of the week. I really think Hellbiz has the opportunity to make some big moves. They announced restructuring, cost cutting, had, obviously layoffs due to the merger with Wheels. They can't have 2 people doing the same job now, so they cut 15% of their workforce. The acquisition of Wheels, basically doubles their revenue potential. So, guys, this stock is definitely worth keeping on your radar. It is a beat down hard, and I think it can have some massive moves. NRXP is another stock that has been beat down. I remember trading this 2 years ago, in the $20 range, guys. It's at $1.10. Definitely worth watching. It's up almost 10% in pre-market. So it's one that I think could move quickly if it starts going. It always had in the past. All right, top gainers. OBSV is up 52.56% today to 25 cents. ONCS is up 29.48% to $6.28. We discussed that earlier. COSM is up 15.87 cents. We discussed that as well, to 20 cents. BCAN, which is another cannabis company. So keep an eye on the cannabis stocks today, up 15.85% to $3.80. And Brainsway Limited, BWAY, is up 14.66% or $2 to $2.19. The top 5 losers are GMDA, which is down 26.4% to $1.31. IMBI is down 15% to 51 cents. Graybug Vision is down 14.29% to 81 cents. Heritage Insurance Holdings, HRTG, is down 14.18% to 121. And like I said, this weird thing with GOCO, that's why I saw this, because it was on this list, guys, but it's not showing anywhere else. Down 13% to 702. And again, I took a picture because the volume was literally, look at this, 5 at the time when it was down to that $7. And this now has only a free float of 5.43 million. How can a volume of 5 bring a stock down $1.05? Sounds like a little bit of manipulation to me. All right, and the most actives. DNA, Ginkgo Bioworks Holdings, which is at $2.09, down 4.57%. Comcast, believe it or not, $34.35, down 0.43%. Arrival ARVL, 35 cents, down 11%. I'm not sure what's going on with that one, but sheesh. SiriusXM, 13.78 million is the volume, and it is up 0.63% to $6.43. And then ATUS, Altice USA, 13.39 million is the volume, and its last price was $4.16, down 1.65%. All right, guys, keep an eye on those because something's cooking when you see volume like that in pre-market, especially this was taken pre-8 a.m. All right, thanks so much.